Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk openly and honestly about a subject that is often whispered about, avoided in conversations, or reduced to jokes: the penis. This organ is not just about sex. It is a vital part of your overall health, confidence, and identity as a man, and yet many men unknowingly harm it every single day by doing things they should never do. Today, I want to share with you some of the most important practices to avoid if you want to keep your penis healthy for life. Consider this a guide, not only to protect your sexual function, but to protect your self-esteem and relationships as well. In a world filled with advertisements and quick fix promises, it's easy to fall for pills, creams, or gadgets that claim to increase size or stamina. But here's the truth. Most of these products are unregulated, lack scientific backing, and can do more harm than good. I've seen men come into clinics with chemical burns, skin damage, and even erectile dysfunction because they trusted the wrong product. Think about it. Would you ever gamble with your eyesight by putting unknown drops into your eyes? Then why risk your most delicate organ with unsafe chemicals? The real path to better performance is natural, consistent exercise, balanced nutrition, stress management, and quality sleep. Those are the true enhancements. Anything else is a dangerous shortcut. Men often pride themselves on being tough, ignoring pain, and waiting it out. But your penis is not the place to take that risk. If you notice pain during erections, lumps, a new bend in your shaft, or a sudden drop in performance, pay attention. Conditions like Peyronie's disease, infections, or even early cancer start with subtle symptoms. If ignored, they can become irreversible. Early medical care is not a weakness, it's wisdom. Think of your penis as a warning light on your car dashboard. If you don't respond, you risk a breakdown. Let's be clear. Masturbation is normal and healthy. It releases stress, helps you understand your body, and even benefits prostate health. But when done with too much pressure, speed, or unsafe objects, it becomes harmful. The penis has delicate blood vessels and nerves. Over time, repeated trauma can cause numbness, scarring, or curvature. Gentle is always better. Respect your body instead of abusing it. It is not a tool to be punished. It is an organ to be cared for. Unprotected sex is not just about the risk of pregnancy. It's about protecting your long-term sexual health. Sexually transmitted infections like HPV, gonorrhea, or chlamydia can scar your reproductive system, cause infertility, or lead to painful complications. Using a condom may not sound glamorous, but think of it as insurance for your future. Protecting yourself means protecting your partner too. Confidence in the bedroom comes from knowing you are safe, not from taking reckless risks. Hygiene might sound basic, but you'd be surprised how many men skip it. Your penis is warm, moist, and often covered, an environment where bacteria and fungi thrive if not cleaned properly. You don't need expensive soaps or harsh scrubbing. In fact, those can irritate your skin. All you need is warm water and gentle cleaning every day. If you're uncircumcised, remember to retract the foreskin and clean underneath. This simple habit can save you from infections, odor, and inflammation later in life. Here's something many men don't realize: your penis is essentially a barometer of your cardiovascular health. Erections depend on healthy blood flow. That means if your heart and blood vessels are struggling, your penis will show it first. Smoking, excessive drinking, lack of exercise, poor diet, and inadequate sleep all reduce circulation. And reduced circulation means weaker erections. The habits that protect your heart, eating vegetables, moving your body, avoiding smoking, are the same habits that protect your sexual health. So the next time you reach for a cigarette or skip a workout, ask yourself, is this worth risking my sexual vitality? Your penis is not just about sex, it is about your health, your confidence, your relationships, and even your sense of identity. Every choice you make either protects it or harms it. So don't gamble with risky products. Don't ignore warning signs. Don't abuse your body with unsafe habits. Don't take unnecessary risks with unprotected sex. And don't forget that caring for your penis is simply part of caring for yourself. Respect it. Protect it, because when you take care of your sexual health, you are also taking care of your future. One of the biggest mistakes men make with their sexual health is falling for enhancement products and gadgets that promise unrealistic results. The internet and social media are flooded with advertisements for pills, creams, oils, pumps, and even stretching devices that claim to increase penis size, boost stamina, or transform performance almost overnight. These messages prey on insecurity and curiosity, but the reality is very different. Most of these so-called solutions are unregulated, untested, and in many cases, outright dangerous. Let's start with pills and supplements. Many products marketed as malenhancers contain hidden ingredients that are not disclosed on the label. Some of them include unregulated versions of prescription drugs, which can interact with other medications and cause serious side effects such as heart problems, liver damage, or dangerously low blood pressure. Others contain nothing more than caffeine, cheap fillers, and herbs with no proven benefit. Men who rely on these are not only wasting money, but also putting their health at risk. Creams, gels, and oils are another popular category. Advertisers promise that applying them will increase size or improve erections. But think about it logically. Your penis is not a muscle that grows from topical creams. At best, these products cause temporary swelling or irritation, which might give the illusion of effectiveness. At worst, they burn, blister, or scar the delicate skin, leading to long-term sensitivity issues. Then there are pumps and extenders. Now, some medical-grade vacuum pumps can be prescribed by doctors in cases of erectile dysfunction. But what's sold online without supervision is often poorly made, unsafe, and used incorrectly. Men who over-pump or use these devices too aggressively can cause broken blood vessels, swelling, bruising, or even permanent damage to erectile tissue. Similarly, stretching devices marketed for length are risky when used without professional guidance. They can strain ligaments, cause pain, and in some cases create deformities instead of improvements. The root of the problem is this: men often seek shortcuts for something that cannot be solved overnight. Real improvement in performance, confidence, and even erection quality comes from lifestyle habits, not miracle products. Regular exercise improves blood circulation. Eating a balanced diet supports hormone health. Reducing stress and sleeping well helps maintain healthy testosterone levels. These natural, evidence-based changes are far more powerful than anything sold in a flashy ad. Here's the truth: if a product sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Instead of risking your health with unverified enhancements, focus on building habits that strengthen your body from the inside out. And if you do have concerns about size, stamina, or function, the wisest step is to consult a medical professional who can give safe, proven solutions. Your penis is not a toy to be experimented on. It is a delicate organ that deserves respect. The choices you make today will determine how well it serves you tomorrow. Avoid harmful products and unsafe gadgets, because when it comes to your sexual health, shortcuts almost always lead to setbacks. Your penis is one of the most sensitive and vascular organs in the body, and because of that, it can act like an early warning system for your overall health. When something changes, whether it's pain, a lump, a new curve, or a sudden decline in erection quality, it's your body sending you a message. The problem is, many men ignore these signals out of embarrassment, fear, or simply the belief that the issue will go away on its own. This mindset can turn a manageable problem into a lifelong complication. Let's break this down. Pain is the body's most direct alarm. If you experience pain during erections, intercourse, or even at rest, it's not something to brush off. Pain may indicate infections, scarring, nerve damage, or even an underlying condition that affects blood flow. Ignoring it could allow the problem to spread or worsen. Lumps or bumps on the penis are another red flag. While some may be harmless, such as pearly penile papules or minor cysts, others could point to sexually transmitted infections like herpes, HPV, or syphilis. In rare cases, a persistent lump may even be an early sign of penile cancer. The key here is not to self-diagnose based on internet searches. Only a trained medical professional can tell the difference, and catching these issues early makes treatment far more effective. Curvature is a sign many men ignore until it becomes severe. A mild curve in the penis can be perfectly normal, but when the curvature suddenly develops or worsens over time, it may be a condition called Peyronie's disease. This occurs when scar tissue forms inside the shaft, pulling the penis in one direction during erections. At first, it may only be cosmetic, but eventually it can cause painful erections, difficulty with penetration, and even erectile dysfunction. Early treatment can limit the damage, but too many men wait until it becomes disabling. Sudden changes in performance, such as weaker erections, shorter duration, or loss of rigidity, are often dismissed as just stress or getting older. While stress and aging do play a role, sudden changes can also signal underlying issues like diabetes, hormonal imbalances, or cardiovascular disease. In fact, erectile dysfunction is often the first symptom of clogged arteries years before a heart attack occurs. Ignoring it is not only a sexual risk, but a life-threatening one. The truth is, embarrassment keeps men silent. Many feel uncomfortable talking to a doctor about sexual health. But let me tell you this: doctors see these conditions every day. What feels like a private shame to you is routine medical care to them. The sooner you seek help, the greater your chance of reversing the problem. So remember, pain is a signal, lumps are a warning, curvature is a condition, and sudden changes are often a clue to something bigger. Never ignore them. Respect your body enough to listen when it speaks, and take action before temporary issues turn into permanent consequences. Masturbation is one of the most natural and healthy aspects of male sexuality. It helps release stress, improves mood, and even supports prostate health. Yet, when it's done in ways that are too aggressive or unsafe, what should be a healthy habit can quickly turn into a source of long-term harm. Unfortunately, many men don't realize this until they begin to notice negative effects on sensitivity, function, or performance with a partner. The first issue comes from excessive force and pressure. Many men grip themselves too tightly, applying far more force than a partner's body naturally would. Over time, the penis adapts to that extreme level of stimulation. The nerves become less responsive to lighter, natural touch, which makes partnered intimacy feel less pleasurable. This condition, often referred to as death grip syndrome, can create frustration, performance anxiety, and even relationship strain. Another problem is overly frequent or rough masturbation. While frequency itself isn't harmful in moderation, doing it excessively with little recovery time can irritate the skin, because chafing or even lead to microtears in the tissue. The penis is rich with blood vessels, and repeated trauma from rough handling can lead to bruising, scarring, or curvature over time. Then there are men who turn to unsafe tools or household objects out of experimentation. This is extremely risky. Inserting or using objects not designed for sexual activity can cause infections, injuries, and in severe cases, permanent damage to erectile tissue. Even homemade devices that might seem harmless can create unnatural pressure or friction, leading to long-lasting complications. Another overlooked risk is porn-induced desensitization. Constantly pairing aggressive masturbation with highly stimulating, unrealistic pornography trains the brain to expect extreme novelty and intensity. Over time, normal sexual experiences may feel not enough, which leads to difficulty achieving arousal or orgasm with a partner. While this isn't directly a physical injury, it's a psychological pattern that can reduce both satisfaction and intimacy. So what's the healthier alternative? The key is moderation, gentleness, and mindfulness. Using natural lubrication, reducing the grip, and varying techniques can protect nerve sensitivity and blood flow. Giving your body time to recover between sessions is also important, just like you wouldn't train the same muscle group intensely every day at the gym. And most importantly, keep experimentation safe by avoiding objects or practices that put your health at risk. Masturbation should enhance your life, not complicate it. When it becomes aggressive or unsafe, it doesn't just damage your body, it can damage your confidence and relationships too. Remember, your penis is not built to withstand constant rough treatment. It is delicate, and its long-term function depends on how you care for it today. So don't sabotage yourself with harmful habits. Respect your body, protect your sensitivity, and keep your practices safe. Because a healthy approach to self-pleasure not only preserves your physical health, but also helps you stay connected, confident, and fully present with your partner. Safe sex is one of the most important pillars of protecting your penis and overall reproductive health. Yet, many men take risks, either out of overconfidence, peer pressure, or the belief that won't happen to me. The truth is, unprotected sex can lead to infections, infertility, and long-term damage that no pill or quick treatment can erase. Let's start with the basics. The penis is highly vulnerable to sexually transmitted infections, STIs, because its skin and tissues are thin and delicate. During sexual activity, even microscopic tears in the skin can allow viruses and bacteria to enter the body. Some infections, like chlamydia and gonorrhea, may show symptoms such as burning, discharge, or swelling. But many others, such as HPV and herpes, can remain silent for years, spreading unknowingly to partners and creating long-term health risks. One of the most misunderstood aspects of STIs is that they don't just cause discomfort. They can cause serious complications. Untreated infections can lead to scarring in the reproductive tract, chronic pelvic pain, or even infertility. In men, some strains of HPV are linked to penile and throat cancers. HIV, of course, is life-changing, requiring lifelong management. What starts as a single moment of unprotected sex can alter the course of an entire life. Condoms are often dismissed as a nuisance, but in reality, they are one of the simplest, cheapest, and most effective ways to protect yourself and your partner. They don't just prevent pregnancy, they act as a shield against infections that could otherwise harm your sexual health permanently. Think of a condom as an insurance policy for intimacy. It protects your future while allowing you to enjoy the present. Safe sex is not only about condoms, it's also about communication and responsibility. Talking openly with your partner about STI testing, sexual history, and mutual protection builds trust and ensures that both people feel respected and secure. This conversation may feel uncomfortable at first, but it's a sign of maturity and care. Partners who respect each other's health deepen their emotional and physical connection. Another overlooked point is fertility protection. Infections like chlamydia and gonorrhea can silently damage the reproductive system. For men, this can reduce sperm quality and count, making it difficult to conceive later in life. Many men only discover the damage when they try to start a family, and by then the harm is irreversible. Practicing safe sex today safeguards the possibility of fatherhood tomorrow. Finally, remember this: safe sex is not about limiting pleasure, it's about preserving it. The peace of mind that comes from knowing you're protected enhances intimacy rather than restricting it. Confidence in the bedroom comes not just from performance, but from knowing you are healthy and responsible. So never underestimate the power of safe sex. It protects your body, your future, and your relationships. A moment of risk is never worth a lifetime of consequences. Protect yourself, protect your partner, and protect your future, because true masculinity is not about recklessness, it's about responsibility. When it comes to protecting your penis, two areas are often overlooked: daily hygiene and lifestyle habits that support blood flow. Together, they form the foundation of long-term sexual health. Without them, even the best medical care cannot fully preserve function, sensitivity, or confidence. Let's begin with hygiene. The penis is a warm, moist environment, conditions where bacteria and fungi thrive if not cleaned properly. Poor hygiene can lead to inflammation, bad odor, and infections such as balanitis. For uncircumcised men, failure to gently retract the foreskin and clean underneath can allow smegma to build up, creating irritation and, in severe cases, contributing to infection or even precancerous changes. The good news is that hygiene is simple. A daily wash with warm water is enough for most men. There's no need for harsh soaps or strong perfumes, which can strip natural oils and cause dryness or burning. Gentle care keeps the skin healthy, reduces infection risk, and makes intimacy more pleasant for both you and your partner. Think of hygiene not as a chore, but as a sign of respect for your own body and for those you share intimacy with. Now let's move to the second half: lifestyle and blood flow. Your penis depends on healthy circulation to function. Erections occur when blood vessels in the penis fill and expand. If those vessels are damaged, blocked, or weakened, erectile function suffers. That's why doctors often call erectile dysfunction the check engine light of men's health. It can be an early warning sign of diabetes, high blood pressure, or heart disease. Smoking is one of the most damaging habits because it hardens arteries and reduces blood flow. Excessive alcohol also interferes with nerve signaling and circulation, making erections weaker over time. A sedentary lifestyle adds to the problem, as obesity and lack of movement contribute to hormonal imbalances and vascular disease. On the other hand, healthy habits directly protect your sexual health. Regular exercise improves blood flow, strengthens the heart, and boosts testosterone. A diet rich in vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats supports vascular health and reduces inflammation. Sleep is equally critical. Poor sleep lowers testosterone and increases stress, both of which negatively affect performance. Stress management also plays a key role. Chronic stress floods the body with cortisol, a hormone that restricts blood flow and lowers libido. Practicing mindfulness, meditation, or simply making time for relaxation improves not only your mental health but your sexual vitality as well. The bottom line is simple: what's good for your heart is good for your penis. If you want strong, reliable erections and long-lasting sexual function, focus on the basics. Clean daily, move your body, eat well, avoid smoking, drink moderately, and rest deeply. Hygiene and lifestyle may not sound exciting, but they're the real foundation of lasting sexual health. Pills and shortcuts may promise quick results, but true confidence and vitality come from the consistent habits you practice every day. Protecting your penis starts with the simple choices you make in the shower, at the dinner table, and in your daily routine.